Greg answers questions. If you have questions, Greg answers questions for you.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Hey, pig clickers. Oh, I call you that because you clicked the pig last week, and I appreciate that. You know that I do. I hope that you enjoyed that very special goat video. I've watched that over and over. Makes me laugh so much. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you better go back to last week's Greg Answers Questions. Click on the pig because it's a special, special video. I've laughed and laughed and laughed. So this is Greg Answers Questions for Saturday, August 28th. Although it's not Saturday, August 28th. Today I'm shooting this a few days early because, as you probably know by now, I'm off to Florida to go and get a touch-up hair transplant. What? I know! You can see my previous videos. You can search hair transplant. You can see why I'm doing that stuff. God, I just love that so many of you commented on that, the goat video. I clicked the damn pig. It's so funny. I didn't even ask you to do that, to comment that, and you do it, and I think it's great, and it makes people go, what the hell is, what are people talking about? I clicked the damn pig. Hi, buddy. Buddy's here with me again. He's right down here. He's sacked out. I'll show him to you later. Gearheads440 says, hey Greg, I just have one simple question. Why is there always a picture of some dude or a pig or something, some sort of your video? So we were just talking about that. Because there's always something to click on. It's always going to be either a video that I really, really like, that just makes me laugh, or it's going to be a secret, unlisted video that's the only way you're going to find it. And that would be one of my videos. So it could be anything. I don't even know what this is going to be yet. The H-Man Show. Hey Greg, what made you decide to make videos? And how did you come up with the name Mediocre Films? Yeah, I get this a lot. So a lot of you guys have asked this. Well, I started making videos because I started as a professional actor. Back in the 1980s I started acting, and that was my first professional job, was in '85. And then after I moved out here, you know, there aren't that many opportunities for struggling actors. So I wanted to do something where I could just take charge of my own career and my own path. And so I started writing my own comedy sketches and started shooting videos for public access TV. And that's really why I got started. And then around the time when I wanted to launch a website, you know, we're fast forwarding now to like 2003, 2004, and I wanted to like start to put my stuff up, you know, on a website. I had to call it something, and I figured Mediocre Films for a few reasons. One, it's funny. I just think it's funny. Two, let's be honest. About 90% of the movies that are, you know, released are 2-star movies, and so which makes most movies mediocre films. And three, I figure if I call it Mediocre Films, that sort of sets the bar low, so then if they happen to be better than you expect, then okay, it's a nice surprise. And if they're not very good, then I'm like, well, I told you, it's called Mediocre Films. What do you want from me? Natural One Worm? I think it's supposed to be Natural Worm. How about you make an appearance in a Funrangers episode? Well, I did already, and I'm going to put the link in the flippity-flea right under the video. The Woo says, Greg, can you give us a tour of your home one day? Well, I've done that too. I have already given you a link, or a tour of my home, and I'll put the link, which is why I said that in the last sentence. I'll put the link also in the fingy bing bong underneath the video. It's the Mediocre Film Studios tour. It's actually a really fun video. A lot of you probably have already seen it, but if you haven't, you should totally check it out, because there's some fun surprises there. Dashy87 says, Greg, I was just wondering, what kind of a dog is the buddy? The buddy. Oh, the good buddy. Also, how did you get it to look like he was eating a bird in the last video? Did you throw him a treat or something? That's exactly what I did. I threw him a treat. It looked like this before the effect went in. Hey, see, it's pretty easy. Now, what kind of a dog are you, buddy? You are so lazy. He's just lying here. Would you like to come up? Good boy. Yeah. Oh, he's a good dog. Okay. Oh, this is the buddy, and he is. You want to tell them what you are? He is part lab and part pit bull, but He's not a scary pit bull. In fact, most of the pit bulls I know are very sweet. He's 100% love. You want to wave hello to the peoples? There you go. Good boy. You want to lie back down? Have you had enough? Have you had enough? Mr. Crazy Badaisy says, where do you get your ideas for your videos? You know, that's a good question. I also get that question a lot. The answer is really simple. I get them from Sean Becker. He's half of Awkward Pictures, and he's the current director of the Guild. Yeah, I just get them all from him. Well, I'll show you. Hey, I need another idea.
Monkey race?
Yeah, it's pretty good. That was a pretty good idea. Yeah, I'll have to do that one. Smoker for Hire says, why isn't Payman Benz, speaking of Awkward Pictures, he's the other half, in more of your sketches other than Yeshman Blechen videos? Well, actually Payman's in a lot of my videos. He was in the best rap video ever. He's in the chat roulette pranks. He played Unicow in Gorgeous Tiny Chicken Machine Show. And Sean Becker played Countercorn, so he had the two of them together. It was a lot of fun. But lately, Payman's been really, really busy and has not been available to come and be Kolak for me or to do chat roulette pranks because he's about to direct a pilot for MTV. I know, it's really cool. Shoot, am I allowed to say that? Payman, is it okay if I say that? Let me know. It's not that I can really do much about it. Hope it's okay that I said that. Irishman Goes Wild. Don't all Irishmen go wild? You guys like your Guinness. Did you have a good school experience? Were you one of the popular kids, an outcast, or in between? I was mostly in between, but probably mostly on the outcast side. I was hyperactive, believe it or not, and kind of just crazy, and I was always the kid with cuties. Like in grade school, I was the kid that people made fun of a lot, and so I kind of became the class clown, just, I don't know why, to try to become accepted or whatever. Now we're getting in some deep shit. This is deep shit here. By high school, things got to be okay. I finally started to, become a decent-looking guy in high school, so I wasn't quite as awkward, and I was able to, get girlfriends and stuff like that, so I was, somewhere in the middle. Zen Track 1, hey Greg! That's me. How long were you and your wife dating before you proposed to her? I proposed to her on our 1-year anniversary of our first date. Because, when you know, you know. I drove her up, we went to a really special dinner, and then I drove her up into the Hollywood Hills, and there's a beautiful view up there, just one of the many places with a gorgeous view, and I asked her to marry me. I put on some really stupid glasses. The reason why I put on some really stupid glasses was because the week before, I was riding around in the car with my buddy Dave, and I didn't have any glasses, and so I picked up a pair of glasses that were his wife or his girlfriend. I forget if they weren't married at the time, so his girlfriend at the time, and I was wearing her glasses, and they're really these idiotic glasses, and no offense to her glasses. But I said, I'm thinking about asking Kim to marry me. And he said, well, just be sure that you're not wearing those glasses when you do. And I said, I can't promise you that. So I wore the glasses when I asked her. I think we have a picture. That was us, right after I asked her. Okay, Crush 40 Cool, speaking to Kim, says, does Kim have a job? She certainly does. She is a producer. She produces The Guild, and she's developing a number of other different projects. So she is extremely busy with that job. She also is and has always been a professional actor, but she has kind of put that on the back burner for now because the Guild keeps her very, very busy. 9Kenny5 says, hey Greg, do you ever argue with your wife? Shut up! When we do, it's just like that. Of course we do. Not very often. We try not to very often, but yeah, sure. When you live with somebody and you're always with somebody, chances are you're going to disagree on things, and sometimes turns into arguments. But I think we're pretty lucky because it's not very often. It's a pretty good thing. Lil Strutter 68, hey Lil Strutter, look at you Lil Strutter, says, hey Greg, have you done any writing for any programs non-YouTube related such as television? Why, yes I have. In fact, my wife and I, we wrote maybe 3 episodes together of the Cartoon Network series Hi Hi Puffy Yami Yumi. If any of you remember that, that was a really fun little show, but man, that's hard work. And then some other random little things here and there, but that's probably the most notable writing credit. Force Rage Power says, do you play a musical instrument? Again, another question that several of you have asked. I barely can play some chords on the guitar, and I'm self-taught on piano. But I really only play guitar and piano well enough to record music, but when it comes to trying to play it live, I'm no good. I can record stuff though, because then you can correct all your mistakes and go back and re-record, punch in and all that. Rob Fish PA says, hey Greg, psst, hey Greg, over here, hi, hey Greg, in Ghost Ship, was the part you had just a little bit role or a starring role? Could you maybe put some of it up? I was only in it for a couple of scenes. I played a photo store clerk, and boy, I can't put that up. That's too embarrassing. Okay, here's some.
Those photographs are priceless.
Well, sir, everyone's photographs are priceless here at HandySnap. It's just that sometimes the rolls get mixed up coming out of the machine.
That's all you get to see. Mind-boggling film says, if you were in a zombie apocalypse and you had to choose one weapon, what weapon would you choose? That's easy. I would choose an invincibility force field. That way I don't have to carry anything with me. I just have like a force field, just like an inch away from my skin, all the way around me, so that zombies could like come at me and attack, and they just like bounce right off. So really be more of a nuisance than anything, but I could walk right through a whole pack of zombies. I've thought about this. I don't want to have to carry around a gun that you have to reload to blow brains out and stuff. I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want the force field. Quiz Nation Rules says, what is your favorite kind of sauce? It's G-Love and special sauce. Don't kiss and don't tell. You're going to get yourself in trouble. My favorite album is their second album, Coast to Coast Motel. My God, that's a great album. Coast to Coast Motel. You probably pick it up for $1 on Amazon or something. T-Bond29 says, why you no call me? I don't know you. Bib Bourton says, what's the best advice you've ever received in your whole life? I'm going to answer this one seriously. My dad, when I was going off to college, my dad said to me, here's the thing about college professors and classes. And I basically have used this to, I've ported this over to my entire life. But this is what he said. He said that there's 2 things you got to do. You got to figure out what the game is, and then you got to play the game. And that's what I've done. Okay, one last question. Dude383 says, have you ever considered growing a mustache? No. Because I already have, and it looked like this. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that one again. That was a weird look for me. How'd you like the hair, though? If you're curious, that was maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago? Something like that. Just decided to go for a different look, get some pictures taken. It was my way of making sure that I didn't book any commercial work for about 6 months. A couple of quick shout-outs for the end of the video. Thanks, LaFonda BHH, for calling me a DILF. I'm not a dad, but I appreciate the sentiment. That's just nice. Elixir of Life, which I guess is Dr. Pepper? I don't know. Was inspired by the Chicken and Waffles video to send this photo of a local eatery in his hometown. The difference is chicken and waffles actually go together really well. If you ever come to LA, you should go to Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles because that's fucking delicious. Sushi and pizza, not so much. Okay, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and here, just to thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video, here are some pointless outtakes. Hey, I need another idea. This fucker.
Monkey race?
You have to wait.
Okay.
You have to wait for me to say.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we're going? Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ! Hey,
I don't know, monkey race?
No, see, you're facing the wrong way.
Oh, see that? Okay, now this makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask why I was looking at the back door.
This is better this way. Hey.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Monkey race. Those were fake outtakes.
Fake takes. Outtakes.
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 That's what they call the Beatles anthology series, full of outtakes.
Outtakes.
Yeah.